to take you for a little bit of a walk. So let's do that. Let's go for a little bit of walk with old Archie. Turn around so you can get a better view of where we're going. Alright. Time to take you on a little bit of a story time. A bit of a story time with me about one of the freakiest things I ever saw. Alright, lock that car. We'll go for a little journey. So, see how we go. Alright. Now where we're going here, this is a place called Meriden Brook Primary School. It's all fenced off and that, so we're just going to walk over to the corner over the fence here. Where we're going to go is basically, if you can see that bit of shine there, that's where a tree used to be. That's now the kids' bike locker, of course. But one day, I was walking along with my mate, Peter Wilkes, our man. We walk along here, because he only just lives up the road. He used to live up the road, across the left from the school. I'll turn the slide off so we don't freak out traffic. We're walking up here one day, and we seen all these cops. Now right on this side here, where those poles are, there was a van, a big white van, with a door open, bloke behind the wheel, and this woman, an old woman, couldn't really see her face, wearing a crochet blanket over her shoulders, or something like that. And wearing a dress and that. And all these coppers were standing up, and they had sheets going from the road there all the way to where that bloody unit is, where they've got the kids' bike rack. Now we got stopped about here. But standing here was a young copper, and he stopped us and said, "Oh, you can't go any further." Now we're watching these guys standing there, coppers with all the sheets. There was coppers on the other side too, because there was 3 copper cars, and there was a white van. You know, and well, we'll get a bit closer. But what we seen from there, right, what we seen from there, over at that place there, where the school kids' locker is, well, it even smells like a dead body around here, it truly does. That's where the kids' bloody locker is. There used to be a demandable here, but they've taken that down last year, because the class used to get, well, they'd lock up the class, clean the class, and then when they go back in, all the chairs and all that would be rearranged. Now there used to be a tree right there, and they've cut that well and truly down. Now before this school was here, a lady back in the 1900s used to sit under that tree and hold a sermon or school for the kids, for the local kids in the local area. Okay, guys. So yes, so me and Robert were standing back there. The police are standing right here. The van was right here next to me where it is. And we didn't see just like a girl come out of the tree. We seen this old woman say something, touched this tree, and the tree opened up. Like, not like you're supposed to see a tree opened up, like a set of lips. Now the tree was sitting over there, basically right in front of us. Like I said, all I can smell is dead body around here, guys. No shit, all I can smell is a dead smell, and there's nothing dead laying around here. Almost smells like a flaming dead snake. And they're terrible smelling, right? And that's where the tree was. Now she pulled that kid out, that young girl out the tree, and she was wearing the 1900s old one single white gown. Would look like she had kind of slippers on as well. And then the tree closed up. And even the young copper that was standing next to us, he looked at us, we looked at him, because we all fucking seen it. Plain as day. So no matter how they was holding the sheets up, they couldn't hide at all. So it was a bit silly what they were doing. So we just found it very strange they were holding the sheets up to begin with. That's what drew our attention. But that's the strangest thing I've ever seen. And they run her back over to here, put her in the van, right? Because my mate's house is right there, right? That's where he used to live, right there in the corner before the alleyway there. And that's where they had the van there, right? I'll turn back around. Now, yes, they run that girl into the van, and she stopped and she looked down the road like you see, and we were standing probably just on the other side of that telephone pole with the copper, about 3 or 4 metres behind the other side of that telephone pole with the copper. And yeah, we seen all that, and they closed up the van, and they drove off with the van, and in the copper car they put all the sheets away, and he drove up to this young copper here, and the young copper said, well, what do we do? Those two just seen everything. And the coppers just sort of started laughing and said, yeah, who's going to believe them? So that's the funniest thing, that's the strangest thing that basically I have ever seen. And that was that. That was, yeah, a white witch pulling a young girl from the 1900s out of a tree, which swallowed her a long time ago. And see, what it was is there's like a little nursery rhyme they used to sing when they get around the tree. It activated it. Must have swallowed her back then. And the kids discovered this nursery rhyme. They started playing around their tree, and that's when it tried to grab one of the kids. That's when they got their authorities involved. Now that's all hush hush and all quiet quiet. That's an actual real thing that happened. Like I said, it smells like a dead body around there, guys. It really does. If you had smell-o-vision, you'd be saying, gee, what, Arch, did you just drop one? I said, no. If I dropped one, you'd be worse than that. No. No, it really was. It was like the smell of a dead body back there. I've always disliked that place. Always eerie. Like I said, they used to have a demandable there where they had an extra class. Well, every time they'd clean that up, the next day I'd go in, all the chairs would be stacked up different, all the artwork we pulled off the table, all off the bloody walls, so all the kids' bloody work. They could have even had events that they hushed people up about why the kids are at school, so we just don't know. So they got rid of that demandable altogether. And it was, trust me, they trying to utilise the area. It was a little playground area for the preschooler kids, the ones before, kindergarten kids and that. It was a playground area like they had for them, for the younger kids. But even now, there's no playground equipment there. So, what's that tell you? Oh, where is this key? I'm trying to find this key to get in this car. Get down this other hole. There we go. Okay, we'll go for a little drive. Because see, I want to go down to the actual sport noble. That's a little bit better. And I mean, hanging around and filming around a school, I mean, it's at night. Oh, what the hell? Yeah, crazy. Alright, yeah, hanging around school at night, it's just not a good look, you know what I mean? So, we won't be doing my little walk around this over here. We'll go down to Gwyn Park Oval and do a little walk around there. Don't worry, I brought the Lord's Prayer with me, it's in my pocket. So we'll just go for a little bit of a drive. I'll just seatbelt up here. Put this, I had it configured the other day. Beautiful. Alright, away we go. Oh, I've got a bit of aircon on here. Get a bit cushy, old Arch. Get too old to begin the training. I said that once to my partner, my late partner, Kelly. I said, Kelly, now she said, you're a pretty good fighter, as she's saying to me. I said, yeah, well, you know, I don't like fighting, but I definitely got that eye of a tiger in me. I mean, going into some of them big prize fights, I mean, shit, I only have to get knocked out twice and we'll be right. And she reckons, no, you're too old to begin the training. I said, oh, you cheeky bugger. Too old to bloody begin the training. She's right, you know. I've been trained enough. Now it's just a matter of getting the body back into peak performance, losing this weight, I lose that 25 kilos, well, I'm sure any lady would be proud to see me in a shower. That's all I've got to say about that. Don't mean to have any dibs on myself, but, well, I've always been told that. But I've got to lose this gut first. That's just an aim. It's not really a gut. It's a fuel tank for a love machine. And I got a lot of love to give. Nah, it should be like that. I do got a lot of love to give. And not in a sexual way. In a friendly and kindly and a helpful way. In ways, try to help. Put all the bloody weight on one's shoulders so that no one else has to worry about it. That's a hard thing to do. And I mean, when you're the Archangel Michael, shit, you're the Top Gun. God built you as a Top Gun. You're going to have every single fucking fast gun in the bloody West. Every guy out there going to try and draw against me and crack me in the head with whatever they got. Metal bars, fucking knives, fucking guns. Oh, I've had it all. Seriously, I have. But that's the job. That's what I got to do. That's what I'm built for. I'm built to take that fucking punishment. Obviously, otherwise I wouldn't be getting it. God does things for a reason. Right? Then he leaves it up to us. See, God, he gives us all this strength and light and ability from him, but he can't take responsibility how you wield it. So it's up to you how you wield that light that God gives you and Mother Nature puts inside you. It's totally up to you how you wanna yeah, well that's it. How you wanna proceed. How you going, bud? How you wanna perceive that. It's all up to how you wanna shine that light in your life and where you want it to direct you. You can't go blaming God because he's infallible. He gave you the light, he gave you the power. Well, we're going to have to dodge these sprinklers because there's no way I am going to get this bloody phone wet, because that's the end of that. Oh. There's a good thing about this oval. They've always maintained it, looked after it. Pretty good sport in oval. I mean, we only got bloody smaller lights. When they turn them on, the bloody lights up the whole thing like you got a whole stadium. I mean, they do it for training, so it's light enough for the training. So imagine if you had 5 or 6 more, you'd almost play a game at night. The bloke was out here checking them earlier today, so people go along kicking them, being stupid. Yes, what we'll do, just go for a little bit more. They got people walking around here. It's all obviously the club. A few people at the club there. Doing what they got to do. Think a bit of cricket season. They got the bar open there, cruising around. You're sitting there looking like I'm the publican. What are you doing? Walk around. I hold out my guts. Did you get that? So what we'll do is we'll do a lap. Go and sit over somewhere over here. Maybe after we do a lap. Do the Lord's Prayer and probably be the end of the live. Turn him around. Oh, definitely feel the sweetching of the grass here. I waterlogged it. That's good. I played many a football game on this one. I'm not going outside. Yeah, Jesus. 15 degrees. We're freezing. And we're cooking down here. We've got a heat wave down here over in Adelaide. I just had the bloody craziest weather. 49 bloody degrees. It's 36 degrees at night to sleep. That's Celsius. And you're freezing over there, kick your eyes. And I'm sweating. And I mean, even now, even though it's a little actually cooler over here, it's still bloody about 25, 28 degrees. It's still like a decent day over here. No, so yeah, whole plane's taking off, coming around. Yes. Yeah, you got to have your wits about you walking around in the dark. Not a lot of people will do that, but I don't mind. That's where I am at my best. Out in the dark, dealing with the dark things, dark creatures of the world, going to the dark corners, dealing with all the dark entities, all kinds of bloody shit. Hey? All kinds of shit. Well, a bit of a walk around. Start cutting around now. Following the oval around. This is coming all the time as kids. You can actually hear the frogs. That's a strange frog noise, that one. Yeah, a lot of mud frogs come out of the ground. It's good. They used to have creeks on either side, but they sealed them up, so them frogs are just remnants from the creeks. So, I can't wait to the summer, yeah. I can't wait till at least autumn. Some sort of happy medium. Still gets hot then too. Crazy. We could be in winter and we could still get a very hot day. Just all depends, I guess. Okay. Yeah. Oh, sorry you can't see much. But, yeah. There's houses all around, see, and you got all these cockies, and I'll see this guy walking around the middle of the oval with a light. And that'll be due course to ring the cops. Suss out what this guy is doing. And that's just the way that is, so, you know, walk around for a little bit. But like I said, there's a lot of dickheads live around here. Can't help that. Can't help that. There's going to be someone out there who's always going to not like what you're doing, no matter what you're doing. Not like you, no matter who you are, or what you think you are, what you've done. There's going to be haters, no matter what. There's always haters in the world. Always. No matter what you do. Here's another one. No matter where you go, there you are. When you work that out, well, you just about know everything then. When mankind can work out how to use a banana peel to sharpen a totally blunt axe, then we'll know the secrets of the universe. And that's a fact. Because the only one I know that can do that is probably God himself. Okay. Cut across this way. Out in the dark. We're going back over that way. Back over to my car. I'm going to sit on the bench. Do the Lord's Prayer in my pocket. And we'll go from there. Turn that bugger around. There we go. There we go. Now you can see where you're going, so you don't get scared. Me, I don't need a light at all. I can see where I'm going. One good thing I got is a good vision at night. It's handy to have. grass is definitely a bit spongy. Put my old workout on the calves. Definitely. Oh. Yeah. All those years of cigarette smoking all caught up me when I had that COVID shot. You know, that brought out all the bloody underlying ailments in people. They didn't tell anyone about that. And now we're finding out it was all just a big scam. Just to see how far they could push each one of us to go down to fucking into self-lockdown. That's just absolutely crazy. Well, that's what they did. Okay. Yeah, so if you smoke cigarettes, you want to quit them or cut down, because they're no good. Okay. Just missed that sprinkler. Okay. Alright. Oh, sorry about that. Lunges. Alright. One me. Well. I did. I don't smoke cigs no more. Yeah, it's good, Kiki. Not good. As you get older, you realise, shit, why'd I smoke all those cigarettes to begin with? That's the craziest part. Okay. Once I get my eyes adjusted just properly, I can see what I'm doing. Oh, that's better. That works out actually well. Reflects off the paper that I need to read. Okay. Here comes the Lord's Prayer. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but to deliver us from evil. Hail Mary, full of grace. Amen. Well, we've got to God's in the chat. You can sit back and relax now. Okay, God, take over. It's your turn. Oh, that's right. Gripes go down, they don't go up. Oh, sorry about that. Orders go down, they don't go up. See, that's the one thing. And I was expecting people to come in and, well, I want to try and get people to come in and question me about this, whether I am this Archangel Michael, because I can answer all your questions. And there's no point asking me to get God to do a miracle, because God don't do shit like that. He don't chuck on a show just for the sake of it. He's going to do a miracle. He'll save for something really big and something worthy of doing for, not just for a bit of a show off to let you know that he's real. He lets you know he's real every day by allowing the world to live. You know, God's like that. He can just get up one morning and say, oh, fuck it. Stop this game, that's the end of that. Fold her up. Click, that's the end of the human race. But he knows if he does that, then there's no life. And if you've got no life, especially intelligent like us, who's going to theorise or even consider or even think or concept a fucking God? So it's in his best interest to keep us alive. There we go. Bit of action. What's this here going for? You see him turn in and come straight up to me. What do you got that torch on for? They're going along a bit slow too, wondering. Probably got to think I've got a torch here, got some needles and that, and trying to see it and have a bloody bunt in the park. That's how to do it. Yes. Well, That's the thing, yes, God works in mysterious ways, guys. Whether you like to believe it or not, I am the Archangel Michael. Michael is the Archangel me, and there ain't going to be anyone else coming. And that's as simple as that. Once I get this body into peak performance, well, I might put on my armour. Looks pretty much like the stuff that I got on my AI cartoons too. I've been working on that. I'm going to get a blacksmith to finish it all off properly, make a steel one of these, and then we'll be ready for battle. But I've got to get my fat ass to a thin ass to get in it yet. Got to get that built body. Can't get in it with this bloody big tank. You know, got to lighten up the load a bit, guys. But that's just that way. That's all that good living I've had before I have to go through this final mission. And it's going to be a hell of a mission. And fun. Fun in a sense. Because I get to do it. And that's fabulous. Right? Sometimes you have to be careful what you ask for. I always have been asking to be something greater than what I am, something bigger than what I've always felt I was going to be, ever since I was a kid. And I even went so vain as wanting to live forever. And then, well, all come to a bit of a rush, didn't it? That's when the training come in. I've been training since I was 5 for this. That's it. Living, breathing, thinking. That's all I ever know. Okay? It's only in the last, well, 5 or 6 years that I've actually put the Archangel to my name. The Archangel to my name. I always knew who I was. I just also knew that sounded crazy as buggery in the circles that I was travelling. Well, I wouldn't have been travelling them very quickly. They'd have seen me as a mental case. But I'm not. Sometimes, just out of because it gets tiring, sometimes I wish I was a mental case. They put me in a nice little padded cell and I have a nice little rest for a week. That'd be nice. But I'm not. I really not. Wait up, guys. I'll just sort this car out. You can hang on a limbo for a second. Oh, come on now. Don't be like that. Alright. Oh, these drinks coming out. Okay. Alright. So now that's okay. Just set up. Get in. Bring in. Well, believe it or not, that little walk there burnt off all my dinner. Didn't have much, only had a tiny little bit of lasagna. I've reduced everything that I'm eating, and some meals I'm just going to replace with water. Now, you can do a water diet, but when you do a water diet, how they work is on the first day, you're going to feel hungry, of course. On the second day, believe it or not, you're actually going to get an energy burst. Your body's going to start using all the energy. On the third day, your body regenerates every single cell in your body. And on the fourth day, that's when you start eating again. And all you're doing is drinking water. No food, just drink water. Don't do any more than 4 days, because then the body starts reverting. It starts devouring itself, and it starts being bad for you then. And all those good bloody new cells that you've built, you'll start attacking them for no reason. So no more than 4 days. When you fast without food, make sure you have plenty of water. Plenty of water. The moment you start feeling too sick, resume back to eating food, or have something that's sweet and sugary to build up your energy. Okay? But of course, always check with your doctor and that before you start any type of diet. Right? That's a diet that just basically cleanses you out. Cleanses all your body of all the toxins, cleanses all your insides of all the bloody shit that's stuck inside you, and you just drink. And end up going to the toilet and it's clear. I did a 21 days fast and eat one time a day. Yeah, you can do that one. right? They say not to binge buddy eat and binge fast and stuff like that. So you got to be careful with that binge fast one. That sounds like it's actually a good one because you're actually having that substantial meal once a day, right? Which is the same. It's like that how you have that Muslim Ramadan, how they fast for 40 days. Now that's not entirely true because when the sun goes down, when they got to wait. When that sun goes down, they can have something to eat. They're allowed to have something to eat. They don't just totally fast. Because that's the Iraqis I used to work with. They were about Muslims and that there, and that's what they used to do. So, because we used to work bloody 16-hour shifts peeling fucking veggies, mind you. Mind you, and these are people that come from a country where they have a caste system, and like they got to own tigers, that means they're rich and that. But if you own a dog down the street, well, you're a poor person. So when they were sitting there peeling potatoes, they said, Michael, we don't know how to say this. And I said, what? You're doing woman's work? I said, yeah. I said, well, in this day and age, it's bloody equal fucking opportunity work. Okay? Or you're in the fucking army, like old Hussein, boy, he was crazy, that bloke. He was sergeant in the Saddam Hussein army, and he wanted to fucking defect, so he took off across the border with two of his mates. One of his mates never made it, got killed. And he showed me the 3 fucking bullet wounds that he got in his leg when he got shot when he got across the border from trying to escape from Saddam. Now, he was just a full-grown man, real big, 6'8" man. He started crying on my shoulder. Oh, Michael, my poor mum, she's still over there. I don't know what's happened to her. We can't contact her. So when America did take that place and they did get contact, for about 20 minutes, America was A-OK, yeah, we love America, and then they started saying, hang on a sec, they shouldn't have executed our president like that, and they started going back against America again, so nothing's fucking changed. That's just payback from when they set Saddam up the first time around. See, America, they set Saddam up, gave him $200 million, when it time to collect, they reckon, nah, fuck this, I'm not paying this fuck off, and kiss your bum. And they hated him ever since then. It's like they reckon that bloody when they did that bloke from Venezuela. That was an oil grab, got fuck all to do with drugs. That bloke and his wife was not bloody stomping drugs 24/7, going like at one of Nick's raves, fucking going, crushing all the fucking cocaine leaves to make the drugs. That drugs are still going. Those fucking tons of drugs are still rocking up every day. There's someone else fucking running it now. That guy had all the fucking receipts and all the bloody accounts for the country's money. Can't run the country unless you got the country's purse. That's what that was about. Or if they really wanted to do the drugs and that, why didn't they just destroy all the drug factories? Now, they claim they destroyed a few. They probably did. But they didn't destroy all of them. And they didn't destroy that boat that was sitting down there with 60 ton coming across the border that same day that same thing happened. You know what I'm saying? You didn't stop no drugs. The drugs never got stopped. It's just that simple. That's just a fallacy. Everyone thinks, oh, we stopped the drugs. No, like I said, unless those two were stomping 24/7, listening to Nick's rave music, bloody making cocainium, fucking crushing those cocainium leaves like two bloody Italians at a fucking vineyard, well, you know, those drugs are still coming in, lickety split. And if they weren't coming in from there, they'll come in from somewhere else. There'll be another fucking person on the fucking that's been waiting for their little pie to come along. Ah, that's good. He's not manufacturing no more. Colombian army will come up now and get their little cut. So drugs don't stop, guys. It's just the flow of the money and where the money's going. That's all that. All that problem there, that's all fixed now. You already got another boss. You already got someone else in charge. You already got someone else running those drugs who's the leader. That name will come out soon. You know, now he's talking about, I've got to have Greenland. And Odell's right about that. A lot of places to set up electronics up there. Talk about the old Golden Dome. No one knows what this Golden Dome looks like. Golden Dome, alright. Fucking Golden Thunderdome. 2 men enter, 1 man leaves. Well, I'm not going to show you exactly where I'm going, because I'm going home. And I ain't going to let no one triangulate me. But if they want to come around and try to shit, well, I've got no quarries, right? They want to make sure they got all the fucking guns, got all the most professional guys, because the moment I get my hand on what I got in my pocket here, they're all fucked, right? No matter how they fucking good they are. So what the cops gave it back to me. They were frightened the whole fucking police station. They even had a bit of paper there, which has been put away under the safe and lock and key. Oh, how you going, John Dash? Right, been put on a safe, lock and key. That picture, and the judge is going to end up determining that's going to get destroyed, because that's even too powerful for them to have a picture of what I've got in my pocket. Because it can do the same thing as what I've got in my pocket. That's why I can't show it. That's so irresponsible. Totally irresponsible if we did that. They'll televise all right. It's like you had the thing right in front of you yourself. And it's unforgiving. It chooses who it wants to harvest, who it wants to fucking make sick, who it wants to kill. And being a life taker, generally, well, one of the major rules is women can't see it at all. Men can see it, but just can't touch it. Women can't see it. So being a life taker, it's more likely to jump out and take one of you's life givers. That's the way that is. Now that's like a very strong, no piece of life that's dormant inside that one. And that's just the spirit of it. Now mankind gets hold of him, like Elon Musk's or your fucking war departments and that. They cut him open, reanimate that bit of life. That's the end of all life as you know it. It was everything, that one. That's why it's called the full stop. It's the full stop. Mother Nature, when she did the signature of life, she put a full stop. When she lifted the pen, a little tiny drip came out, and that fell on the firmament, which is what we know as space, right? And that was the shape of a keyhole, and I gave that one myself to St. Peter, right? Because what I got in the full stop, this thing's a little bit smaller. It's like the same kind of ink, right? But shaped like a keyhole. The key don't turn, but it's got the key of life in it, right? That's the cure inside that one. And then you got the final piece, the one she used to write it all, right? The top of the pen, which her being an Aboriginal woman, when she snapped it off, come back around like a boomerang. See, God inherited this universe. It was two Mother Natures that built it. God was always going to be in charge. He was always going to take over. But he wasn't ready at that time. He's only a young God. The God that we pray to. The God that we know, the God that we love, and the God that loves us. He's only about 8,500 years old. Hasn't even read the whole story of life yet, which is 10,000 years long. You know, Mother Nature's signature alone is 10,000 galaxies long. Right? And we Aboriginal people, we've read that 6.5 times. You know, Mother Nature, being Australia, laying down asleep, and her sister Antarctica is still in hibernation. I'm trying to fucking wake her up. Well, that's it. She birthed up us. She dreamed up us. That's why it's called a dreaming. A dreaming goddess. The earth is a dreaming goddess. Right? And enough of us put faith in it, it will become a reality. That's just the facts. Right? And she dreamed us up because she knew when she wrote the story of life that something was wrong. Well, it was. It was a story. She had dots and apostrophes and fucking exclamation marks and all types of shit in it. So, what you would see as that on a piece of paper, well, those things could be the size of suns, stars, entire galaxies. So it had to be miniaturized. So we used the most powerful weapon known to man, which is the thinking engine. This thinking engine can only be created by a circle of women, right? And a circle of women got into the circle, created the thinking engine. What they did was they took the power of a black hole, right, and moved that around and sucked up all these apostrophes and that there. Now, when something goes through a black hole, it's not destroyed, it's not totally gone, it's miniaturized, right? So something the size of 10,000 galaxies is long, you get sucked into a black hole and get miniaturized to something that big. Slowly and surely they fall down to earth. Slowly and surely Satan's been finding them and putting them back in so he can write the story of life. Now the story of life is not a story, it's a song. Taking all those dots, apostrophes and exclamations out, it's now sung. Right? That's what Mother Nature had wrong when she built this universe. Right? Now God's come along and he's in charge. He's manipulated it in certain ways to make it the way he wants it to protect it. That's his right, that's his privilege. And as the all-powerful being that's out there, he's got the right to claim that he created this modern universe that we're in. He's got the right to claim it, despite the fact that he didn't do it. That's just how God works. That's just what God is. You know? And his aunties and that will have no shame against that. Mother Nature's got no shame against that, because he's the man. The man's supposed to protect. He's supposed to be the shield. He's not supposed to take the fucking inner circle where the women and the kids are, and the fire is, and the free will thinking units. He's supposed to stand on the outside and make sure that that little system doesn't get fucked up. Now, somewhere along the line in humanity, right, we've taken Satan's fucking view of things. And man, he's in charge. He's in the fuck taking the inner circle. And the women are fucking right out there somewhere. Don't know where the kids are. Fuck, they're all over the shop. That's what's wrong with humanity. We've got to get the circle of lack of life. It's 4 circles. That's it. 4 dimensions. Explains black hole, fucking everything, those 4 circles. I draw 4 circles in the ground. And I'll tell you the whole story, ins and outs of fucking the universe and everything. It'll be told from 4 circles in the ground. It's just that simple. Right? When we're born into the world, we're born a free will thinking unit. That's only that other circle, the next circle, which is the circle of women, to determine the education of how you're going to be, whether you're going to become man-orientated or you're going to become fucking female-orientated. Right? No one's born as anyway. You're born fucking not knowing nothing. You know that you're hungry. You might remember your mum's heartbeat. You might remember some voices that you've heard in the womb. But other than that, all you know is pain and hunger. And all you know what to do is cry. Anyone that says that they know what they was is totally talking shit. Because they're coming out swinging the fucking cane before they've even learnt to crawl. No one comes out fucking walking, guys. Not a human that's born comes out walking. We come out fucking totally reliant on our parents. They had a baby and dropped you in the street, you'd be dead in fucking 36 hours tops. Regardless. Depends on the weather. Maybe a lot quicker. You cannot survive on your own. Fucking creatures out in the wild can. Most creatures out in the wild can. Most. There are some like us that can't. You think that one? You can't even fucking crawl. Save yourself. You don't know how to get food. You don't even know how to crawl. You can barely move. So anyone that comes out saying that they're born that way, well, they're born no way. They're born in fucking bullshit way. That's the narrative. What this word that I really hate. The rhetoric. Your rhetoric. That's just a fucking... that word, every time I hear that, all I can think of is Kamala fucking Harris. What a stupid nut. How the hell did something like that ever attain fucking a position of power? Seriously. People ought to be ashamed. Ever listen to that cunt. Talking that you're all a bunch of coconuts, right, which is fucking someone that's black on the outside but really white underneath, right, saying that you fall out of fucking trees, you just fall out of trees, talk about rhetoric when she don't even know what the fucking word means, just sounds fucking pretty good. Oh, rhetoric, Nazism, fascist, these words, they don't even know what the fuck they mean, right? They're calling, what, Trump a fascist? No, Trump's more like a dictator, guys. He don't fuck around. He dictates shit, and that's simple as that. There's a big difference between a fascist and a dictator. A fascist group is a group minority movement, right? You have to be subservient to the government, yes. Like Trump, he's the fucking government. But there's still blockers in the government. So it's not a fascist fucking government, right? And he's not a fascist. He's just a bit of a dictator. He's not going to fuck around. It's like Cat Williams. He gets shit fucking done. Biden, what was it? Obama, the so-called fucking black president, with his fucking transgender wife. You know? 8 years. He did fucking 8 things in those 8 years, and they've all been retracted because they're all fucking failing. He was going to go out and help border housing projects for the black people. He never done shit. Not a fucking tap. Right? So he was good for fuck all that one. He did 8 things in his fucking 8 years. Trump was in 100 days. He did a fucking 100 things. And all these other cunts, all they've ever done is say, go against him, go against what? Do you want to go back? How you going, Nick? You want to go back to the bloody, you want to go back to the bloody Biden and the Carmilla days in America? Where they open your borders freely and let any cunt in, doesn't matter. They don't even have to put their name in, they just come right on in. Set themselves up a leering centre, get paid fucking hundreds of fucking thousands of dollars, and there's not even kids there. Leering nothing. I can't believe that. That should have been called for your National Guard to go in and wipe them all out. Sorry, leering centre. Really? A leering centre. Big sign, oh, we're going to get that fucking, what? They're leering all the cash off you, leering you in to fucking get suckered. That's about all the leering you're going to get there. That's absolutely crazy, couldn't believe that. Then you got over here. There you go, Nick, told you. Going to the bloody local. Look what happened, you had that dickhead throwing a fucking bomb in the bloody Forest Chase there up in Perth. An Australian Day protest. Or the Invasion Day protest, if you want to call it like that. Well, right? This is how they got us. I'll do a little bit of a pantomime, right? There's one guy. Oh, but this is Invasion Day, man. You come here with your stuff. Oh, come on, man. I was born here 30 years ago, you know? And then you got the government up the top there just looking like this here. Fuck, we got these cunts. Fuck, they just count the money. That's how to keep you subjugated. You know? That's how to keep you fucking occupied. Let's keep them racially fucking going at each other like that. And you got these dumb cunts getting up there saying, oh, the Jewish race is the worst fucking thing that ever happened to Australia. No, the Catholic fucking Church was the worst thing to happen to Australia. But that's another story. I mean, people got to understand. The Catholic Church has assumed its power. 100 years ago, no one gave two fucking fucks about the Catholic Church, right? Everyone hated the Catholic Church. They knew if the Catholic Church got into that area there, they'd put a fucking building in and that's it. They'd spread everywhere like a flaming web and you'd never get rid of them. And they'd buy out all the other fucking churches. Buy out all the other people. That's what they do, right? You have a look, the Catholic Church has got the best fucking properties all around the world. Same with the Red Cross and all that. They got all the best buildings and all the best fucking land, all the best everything, right? They don't pay a single bit of tax. 100 years ago, well, more than 100 years ago, before West Australia was colonised, you had one Dutch colony down here, down in Albany, a whaling station, right? And that was what they call a freehold or fucking, a port of call. Back when they still had the little third flat earth thinking, right? Well, now they realise she's the globe. They realise, oh shit, these Dutch Catholics want to come over and colonise fucking West Australia totally, right? Well, they couldn't do that when they fucking British Protestants. The Protestants and the Catholics were sort of against each other. And there was more Anglican-based churches that come over in the first fleets. More Anglican-based. Like what do the Catholics? Everyone hated the Catholics back then. This was a British colony, not a Catholic colony. Right? British Protestants is the main fucking religion of British. Of the English, right? The king is the closest to the fucking to God in their religion. In the Catholic religion, it's the Pope. That's the truth. right? So they sent fucking Captain Sterling over here to fucking take over West Australia before the Dutch come over here, and you would have had a half country of fucking Protestants and half country of fucking Catholics. Well, in the end, they fought 100 years to keep the Catholics out, but the Catholics came, and now they're the most biggest church and the major church in the country. You know? But that's the Catholics for you. They like the web. And no web out there is anything but a trap, including the one that we're on. That's the net too. Well, that's just a human-built trap. Skynet's ancient Chinese belief. The gods had this all-powerful net. They could control everything from it. All roads lead to Rome. You know, that's funny, that. I use that one on my sister all the time. Roma Army, Chloe, of course. And she's waiting for me. She's going to talk to me when I finish this live. She said, "I'll wait till you finish your live." She said, "I thought I was going down there." I said, "Yeah, going down there." She said, "Keep losing weight." I said, "You'll keep. You'll keep." You'll keep, girl. I'll get a hold of you. I'll smack your bum. She's a funny one, that one. Known her for a few years now, so we can counsel each other through. I'm more like her advocate. She advocates for men's rights and everything, but she sort of like talks to me when she needs that older brother sort of figure to give her a bit of idea about things, you know, encourage her through things. Going through a lot of problems. She's orphan. Only just really met back up with her parents again, and I don't think that went down as it should have. You know, when they should have just grabbed her and hugged the shit out of her, I don't think that actually happened. I think that's what should have happened. You know, I would have. And she knows I would have. God damn, she knows I would have. But she's a good person. So, you know, she don't have to really contact me and that like she does, but she does. And she's very fucking famous online. She's seeing all these bloody other ones, all these other people, know, online that she's been right around 6 years now, so get that. That's what I say, all roads lead to Rome. She says, "Where you going now?" "Oh, 600 k's that way." "Why do you got to go out there?" "Because I got to go out there." When I first met her, guys, about 3 months into after first meeting her, I went out to the bush, and if it wasn't for her constantly bloody calling me every fucking half an hour, well, I would have got a bullet in my head. Because that's when I was actually dealing with military about this creature out there, about this dragon, about what I got in my pocket, where I got offered over $4 million. I told him, "Go and shove it up the bum, because I ain't selling my soul for nobody." And then when they did a check on my phone and check who she was, they realised, oh shit, this guy, he's got people that he knows on social media that got some pretty big followings. This is back before I got rid of fucking stopped talking to Candace Owens and stopped talking to Tucker Carlson and also Russell Brand, because I was talking to them too. Right? I still got Russell Brand's personal email, but I haven't talked to him in over a year and a half. But I still got his email, whether it's still valid or not, don't know. But there you go. But I found out something about those three. They all use the same WhatsApp buddy company, and they all ask you for $200 member fees. I just found that very strange. So I cut them off. They're a little syndicate going. A little syndicate one. And that's as simple as that. It's like with Jay-Z. He got his little syndicate going, you know. You know, Piers Morgan. That's Jay-Z's boy. You know, this homie CC. Something's telling me that it's this homie CC is the one that they're going to try and pay to do hurt Jag. If that happens, well, like I said, Jag happens to be walking down the road, guys, and slips over on a banana peel, or a rock happens to hit her in the head, or she gets hit by a car, or a fucking bolt of lightning comes down and hits her, I'm going to blame him. Right? And I'm seriously, I'll sell this car, I'll go and pull out my fucking superannuation, and I'll hunt that motherfucker down until I get him. Right? And then I'll do a live telecast, and I'll show you how Arch can make someone suffer for 3 days without fucking even, no blood or nothing, just a lot of screaming. A lot of begging. A lot of pleading. And I won't even be doing anything bad to him. Just leave him out there wandering around by himself, in the middle of fucking nowhere, where you don't know where he is, struggling to survive. Just when he's just about to die of thirst and that, that's when I'll throw over a bottle of water from hiding behind the bush. I'll circle around him other way. He come looking for me. I won't be there. I'll be on the other side of him. I'll keep him like that for 3 days. Just for fucking entertainment. He'll lose weight, do him the world of good, and hopefully by the end of it, he'll be able to give me that fucking chin up. Prove that he's not a waste of oxygen. Because that's the only way I'm going to let him go. Fucking Jag, something happened to Jag, that's what I'm doing. I'll take that bloke. I got ways of taking people, ways of making people go to fucking sleep without even being anywhere near you. And I got ways of popping your heart without being anywhere near you too. But that's a forbidden magic. But I know how to use it nonetheless. I just have to be in the vicinity. I'll do something, boy. Get your heart going to that rhythm. That's it. I'll make it do 236 beats a minute. Watch the cunt pop. No drugs. Real magic. Proper magic. Not black magic. God's magic. Mother Nature's magic. My magic. The Archangel Michael. Signing off. For now. Don't trust Russell here. I don't trust Russell either. I don't trust Russell. Never trusted Russell. Right? Russell's been right there with them diddies, parties. Right? And both of them had that catcher bloke behind them. No, I reckon he was winning them. Well, winning is a new word for sex. Sorry about that. It is. You usually do it like this here, winning like this here, see? I shouldn't teach you that one. Hey, Art's teaching all the naughty stuff, all the naughty Aboriginal words. We'll see you next time.